Hey guys, here we are at Sarah's house, and it's Mike, right?
Mike, yep.
Sarah and Mike's. This will be a 12-foot section here, but actually just a 4-foot gate here in the middle of that 12-foot section. This is a tentative marker coming through. We'll stop actually at that 12-foot marker is the reason for that. This will be a 36 by 24 pad, TBD if it's going to be gravel or concrete, but we will certainly need to remove all these trees. There is a little peninsula here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, let's say about 22 to 26 mature trees, and probably the same amount of these little trees about as big as your wrist. So this will be a gravel pad, and then we've got a 72 foot by about 32 foot area here. A little bit of a, let's say a 2-foot drop here, transition up to about flat. We will take down all these trees in this area. Let's see, quick measurement on this. This will be for a batting cage, so about 72 by 16 feet to be crusher run. And the rest of it will be regular gravel, a place for this beauty here to park and be able to turn around. Here we are at about 70 feet. So essentially all these trees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 trees, from big size to about your wrist. Coming in about 30 some feet. So no fencing over here, but quite a bit of tree work and grading. Okay, all the chips we can leave on site on the edge of the property. This white flag over here marks the edge of where that slab will be, where we'll start the fence, and then coming to a 12-foot gate at this double flag, and then coming over to this corner here. Might as well include this pine in the takedown. 20 feet off of the property line. You can see the pink flags running through the woods, and we'll be 20 feet this side. There's the corner, and then through here is the fence. Let's see, there's a white flag, and then it goes up to back up this way. Again, this whole peninsula will be taken out, and up yonder in the second half of that group of trees will be the 24 by 36 foot pad. Coming on down, straight shot. No gates through this area. We may be entering the tail end of the septic field here, so hand digging, extra careful through this part of the yard up to the back of the garden fence, and then we'll come down into the woods Again, staying 20 feet off of the well-marked property line. This can be a sharp corner or a little bit of a curve, whatever makes the most sense. And then, hard to see from this angle, but there is a bit of an old graded road on the middle of this bank. And this is where we'll land clear using these white flags as the guide. So clearing out, maybe 20 or so scrub trees. Nothing too substantial. You can start to see as I'm walking where this curved land is. Showing you where the old bed is. This flag here could go up, could go down 6 feet. There's no property lines to have to contend with here. It can be right along this road. And this beech tree can come out. This little guy. Obviously, this dead pine can go. Coming all the way to this corner here. And then coming up, there would be, let's see, one. Yeah, okay. There's that white flag all the way up. So that flag coming up this way. And to be decided if these trees will come down. It would be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably about 10 trees of these 70-foot tall, 12-foot diameter pines. That will be another line item, and we'll let you know if those 10 trees are actually going to come down or not. White flag here in front. There's the double flags to mark a 4-foot gate here. Cutting a 16-foot panel nicely to the terrain, hooking to the outside of that pool fence, and coming down would be the panel. This area here, we'll pull up the rebar and the 4x4s and grade out a 30 by 20 foot pad. 30 foot this way and 20 foot here. On this edge, we would have to build up the dirt, do some grading to get that back to level, which we can use the dirt from where the RV is going to go. Here's a good shot of the septic lines that come out of the house and run the sides from side to side through the yard. So my recommendation would be to come down with the machinery at the wood line to access this part of the project. Here we go, looking at another line item that we'll see if we want to do this after we look before we leap with the clients. This will be a 20-foot extension. We want to build it up so that from here at the wood line to about the middle of that pile will be no more than a 2-foot drop. Ideally, it would just be a 1-foot drop from here down to there. Whether we would need to bring in fill dirt or not, that would play a part. Now that pile, although it looks like a perfect dirt pile, more than likely is leftover trees from the old owner just stacking up trees and piling them up. So that could be not worth it to try to build off of, we could take a swipe from the excavator and find out pretty quick. 18 feet across would be a retaining wall down at the end, or just fill dirt pushed out so that we can get a approximately 20 foot by 18 foot space here with no more than a 2-foot drop. This is going to be a chicken coop run, and the reason for the low grade, they're thinking about aging in place at this house, and they don't want to have to move anything up past a 2-foot grade in their golden years. So yeah, right now I'd say it's probably about a 4-foot drop, maybe 4.5, 5 foot all the way down there, and it'll be even further if we swipe and it's nothing but trees in that pile. I think that's it. Over and out. Au revoir.